hosting with Vice President Anderson. Yeah, he was the man that was coming on as our surprise co-host. And you saw the number of times he tried. But it's one of those things. It's one of those things. And you know what? It's funny. He's actually close by in the house, you know. So hold on a little bit. Let me do something. Hold on. Just go with this.
What a joke. He's not co-host this time.
The host is here, guys. Any question, I bring him live. Introduce yourself, sir. You take over from Money Matters tonight.
I'm sorry for the technical difficulty. I'm Raymond Anderson, one of the vice president of the federation, with responsibility for operation. So I know Delroy spoke a lot on the back to football. So I'm just here for any question.
All right, guys, you're going to hear me in the background. So remember, you have him live now. Ask a question. Entrance to the stadium will be seamless, but you have to get your ticket early. I think they have to be vaxxed, right?
So it's a fully vaccinated event. Nobody will allow inside the stadium. Both workers, our event staff, and patrons, spectators. So we're just asking that just to comply. And I heard Delroy took you through the procedure. So I won't really bother that again. But you have to be fully vaccinated before you can even try to attempt to get a ticket. And the ticket again, it will be it's just strictly online.
You heard that? Online, right? Online. So we say we're rising up.
So because of the safety and we spoke of smooth operation and the safety, the COVID protocol will be observed to the maximum, right? So we're just asking people, if you buy a bleachers ticket, you will be directed to the section of the bleachers that they're supposed to really be seated. Also, if you purchase a grandstand ticket, we'll also have the signage to direct you to there. So just to make sure that we don't have a lot of people bungling anywhere. So one of the things we're going to encourage people to do, read the sign and listen to the bulletin or the PA system outside to direct you. Look at your ticket, and then you know if it's section 1, 2, 3, or 4, and you just follow the direction. And that will assist us to minimize any form of risk. Safety at this time is paramount important.
Can you bring refreshments to the stadium?
Yes, we will allow refreshment, right? But as you're aware, the frozen bottle refreshment can use as missile. So we encourage people, just bring your water and that alcohol, like hard liquor and that is prohibited. And also, to strengthen that, we will also have...
Just a second. You have to remind them what it was like. This was like what 98 was like, guys.
I was there, it was so wonderful.
Memory. All right, it's rising 5,000 fans. 5,000.
So for vending, although we'll encourage you to bring your bottle, your refreshment, water. We'll have in the outer perimeter, you can get some refreshment there. But inside the stadium, you're not gonna see any vendors there really throwing up any water to you, or you come down and get the water. So you'll have to really purchase the thing before you reach inside the stadium. We are really agree that it will be gate will be opening from 1 o'clock and the game will at 5, so it's 4 hours. So take your refreshment. It's very important at this.
I have a question. Can kids enter the stadium?
No, it's over 18 and over. And this time around, we just want to, as the minister spoke on that we'll just try to stick to adult only at this time. But I rest assured that based on what our President Mike and the ministers have spoken today, that come in January, our match against Mexico, we'll try all our best to ensure that we have the age group go down, maybe to 12 or how, I don't know. But it will be considered for that game.
Well, I think I answered this one. It said, can someone buy a ticket for someone else? I think I answered that.
If you're on the system, you're allowed to really log in a group of 10, like a family or a friend or a company, but everybody have to actually do their vaccination. So it will state everything. The procedure for one, it will be for all 10. So yes, you can buy the ticket, but it have to be state under. You actually have to have the phone state all it's called QR code, right?
Yeah,
the QR code to really get that ticket. You can't just walk up to. You can't get a ticket online without you have that QR code. So definitely the first thing is to get yourself validated through the system, and then you can really move to the next level where you try and get a ticket. But we're just really encouraging you also that when you get yourself qualified, check on all the necessary things with the COVID check, and it states that you're vaccinated and you're qualified to get a ticket. You can't wait more than 48 hours to purchase that ticket. You're going to lose your space because tickets are limited. So and I know that people will be going at it, so we have to have some turnaround time. You have 48 hours, use it up wisely.
This question says, is there no way it could move to 72 hours? But you gave the reason.
It's a very short window, and if we keep somebody have us at 72 hours, you really, it's a first come, first serve. And the first come, if you just put it on the other side of the business, if we allow everybody to just have it on the last minute, you don't buy the ticket, we more lose than you. So it's best for you to really just try and help us with the 48 hours.
It's limited. It's limited.
Very limited at this time. And everybody know that the stadium is somewhere range from 28 to 30,000, right? And we're just using a fraction of it, 5,000. So that you can understand, and that again is just because we want to observe all the COVID protocol and more. And the more mean, we said 6 feet apart. We want to go as wide as we can. Control, if you notice, we divide the bleachers in 3 different sections. That means if you're in section 1, you can move to section 2 or section 3. You have to stay in your section. We'll have all the facilities there. Sanitary convenience, etc. Will increase the amount of toilets there with some portals. So we'll have that. Wash station, everything. And as Delroy said again, the Ministry of Health will ensure this is done. So we want, when come January, we don't have any problem to really to increase from the 5,000. So we have to put everything in place to have a smooth and safe event. Yes, the match will be here like free to hear, that we always have it live. So, but there's nothing beautiful than watching the game.
If you go as a group, will you be separated?
Now, what we done That is why we encourage you, if you go as a group and you go to grandstand, you will actually can sit as a group. We'll have ushers, marshals, seat marshal, COVID marshal, assistant from the police, and the security in total to assist you in that. Usher, we'll ensure that the sit as a group.
Any volunteers needed?
Yes, we want volunteers, but one of the first criteria is just similar to what we have as a spectator. You have to be, before you even start talking with me, you have to be fully vaccinated. Fully. And that means, when you're fully, it means your waiting time is already excited. 2 weeks after the last one, or if it's a one shot, it's 2 weeks after. That's the time you're known as fully vaccinated.
Give MoneyMatters a DM. Give MoneyMatters a DM for the volunteer part. And let us see exactly what. But remember, the first criteria, as Vice President Anderson just said, you have to be fully vaxxed. All right.
And if you're going to volunteer, it's not only inside the stadium you volunteer. I know some people want to volunteer because they want to see the game. You might volunteer, and we ask to stay out of the main gate. So you have to decide what you want. If you really want to do something for your country, or you just want to watch a game. So you'll have to be the deciding factor in that.
Yeah. To the question, the three ministries who have authorization over numbers, healthcare, this was the guidance that they gave to the JFF to execute. So the JFF is executing the mandate from the three ministries: Ministry of Health, local government, and sports. Those were the three ministries that decided that, hey, let us allow vaccinated person on a trial for the Jamaica historic match on November the 16th.
Yes, and it's a reason. You can't really start at the top end. You have to find somewhere that you may be comfortable in really running the experiment. And honestly, we want more. We want more. But I know in the wisdom of all of the experts from the ministries and their agency, we have to agree with them, because safety is first, and we can't undo something if it's done wrong. So the best thing to do is work with a comfortable number that myself and the ministries them can manage. I can tell you, we will move up, because this one, based on the assistance we'll get from all of the agency and the corporation from the spectators that we're gonna have, we will do a smooth job, and then we'll get to the place where I want. 50% are over.
All right. Well, MoneyMatters for the first time has gone 22 minutes over time, because it's a very important. It's very important. We can't have spectators going back to the stadium after 17 months, and we treat it lightly.
Yeah, really. It's a happy moment.
Yes.
Very happy moment.
Yes. The government is opening up back entertainment and sport, and spectator matters for sporting event. Thanks for joining.
But I want to really use this opportunity also. Again, I know on behalf of the JFF, we really thank the ministers and their ministry. Minister Mackenzie, Minister Grange, Minister Tufton. They really, with their bureaucrats, with their staff, they have done a lot to assist us with the planning. And to even come up with the up to be, because it's going to be a app for events.
Yes.
And it's really good. So I think definitely I'd say to the minister, I need to protect that and let us sell it to our country. Because I know it's really looking good. A person, me from events, I know that will help us to really open back entertainment and sport in this country.
And the role of ODPM, we can't leave them out at the same time as they are sub-upward ministries, but they have been very pivotal.
I agree with that.
In this.
Because when I speak of ODPM, I know they're actually on as an agency.
Yes.
With local.
So guys, so as I said, we 24 minutes over, but Money Matters believe it was worth it because sport matters, spectators matters, ticket matters, vaccination matters, and get online matters. That's how you're going to get into the stadium.
So Joe, I just want to. You say you spoke about vaccination. You say if we take up the opportunity to really get some more people. So from the JLF side, we're a part of the campaign to get more people vaccinated, and we're just encouraging people to really try their best to really get it done. If you miss this opportunity for this game on the 16th, in January, there will be another game, Mexico game. And if we just put it this way, we have 2 games now in the next window, and we're going to try our best to win both. And you can imagine winning them, and for the Mexico game in January, you want to be a part of that. So please just get yourself vaccinated.
Yes, the 5,000 will include all purchasing spectators. You can't sell more than 5,000 tickets. Can't sell more than 5,000.
And volunteer limited also.
Yes, we have a number of volunteers.
Yes, very limited. Yeah.
Yes.
Very limited.
Yes.
Right.
So it will be an exciting afternoon.
Give you back your cool show.
Yes. And an unusual moment. We have never had it done like this before on Money Matters Monday. And we have to make things work. Money Matters. Thanks for joining. Couldn't disappoint. We have to find a way. So I get him all the way to travel, get to here and get online directly. How else could it have been? Could we have done it? Money Matters will not disappoint. The race is on. Respect Bobby 9. Yeah, man. So we thank the Vice President for physically coming here to sit right here with us on another Money Matters Monday to give you live and direct from the Vice President of the JFF. As I said, he is a businessman and an event specialist, as well as an international match commissioner. Thank you very much, guys. Thank you very much, Mr. Anderson. Catch you next week on another Money Matters Monday. All right. DM me for any questions. And remember, the volunteer that asks about the question, DM us and you never can tell. Yeah, man, the JFF like to welcome volunteers because sports can't run without volunteers. Thank you.